Hey friends, it's Carol with Sunflower Country Farmhouse and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us today. If you'll take a moment right now and go ahead and hit that like button, that'll really help others to be able to see this video. So today I'm going to head out to Kohl's. I've heard some wonderful things about their new home decor section, so I thought I'd take you along and see what all the hoopla is and what they have there. And then I'm going to share some other home decor I've been working on for spring and what's going on out in our backyard, and also a small DIY. So let's get into this video and head out to Kohl's. So I was amazed on how much the decor section has grown at Kohl's. They had tons and tons of beautiful vases and floral arrangements. Everything was 20% off. Not the best sale, but at least a little bit of a sale going on. I thought these signs were really cute that you could put on a fence outside or an outdoor wall. Happy place. Lots of lemon items out, carnations. This was an unusual vase, the hand, with the lavender florals inside. They had lots of different outdoor festive summer rugs, all bright, beachy looking colors. Those were a lot of fun. And I thought this little arrangement was sweet and cute. I love the glass. It kind of reminded me of the Hearth and Hand line. They usually come out with smaller little glass vases with florals in them. This one was a little bit wild, that flower, and what a beautiful pillow. Look at the texture on that. I absolutely loved this pillow. And some bright candlesticks. Okay, over here there was just a hodgepodge of different type of decor. Some florals, some beautiful gold votive cups, candlesticks. Those were pretty. And this floral with the blue glass vase was just stunning. So many floral arrangements. I love the blue and white floral, little birds, and this cute American flag box. That would be really cute for styling over the 4th of July. Here's some red, white, and blue pillows and some red, white, and blue floral arrangements. And look at that cute boot vase. That was really sweet. Some more florals. I did like this. I almost picked this one up with the lavender and the little paper wrapped around the base of the bottom. I thought that was cute. I just couldn't believe the assortment you could pick as far as the floral arrangements. There were just one after another. I think anybody could find something that they liked there. The daisies were also super cute. I may have to go back and get those. And so many glass vases. I guess this must be the new style for this season. It doesn't really go with my type of decor in my home, but they were beautiful. Here's a stone vase that I really liked. Couldn't find the price on this one. It was probably on the bottom, but it was a really heavy vase. I did really like that one. This bowl was pretty. But look at all the color. The blue, teal glass vases in all different shapes. Some outdoor home signs. Some very unusual colors and designs as far as the glass vases. Look at the dark blue ones. Those are beautiful. And then you get on this side where you actually kind of see some beachy looking type vases and some decor here. It's a beautiful pillow. Some light blue throws. And look at that peace sign. Some more nautical beach items. I loved that white vase on the bottom right. And this tiered wooden bowl stand was so pretty. I didn't pick it up, but I may have to go back and get this. I really did like this bowl. And that pillow, so pretty. With the blues, that would look actually really nice on my outside patio. Whole nother assortment of glass vases. More pillows. And then I absolutely loved this pillow with the browns and the florals. And then there's some really pretty vintage looking gold picture frames. I probably would use my antique brass or antique gold rub and buff on these, but I thought these were very pretty. All right, and that is it for Kohl's. Now we're in my master bathroom, and I got my husband to hang up a new uh, curtain rod, and he is actually standing on that bathtub. I was kind of scared that he would fall, but it's super heavy. It is a cast iron bathtub. I ordered these curtains from Amazon and I will link them down below. But I just absolutely love the look that it gave in this space. It made it so warm and cottagey looking. I did add those tall lanterns from the Hearth and Home collection. I do need to get some large battery operated candles to put in there, specifically ones with a remote control. And then I love the way our little nook turned out. And this is a towel rack warmer that we have in the bathroom. And it just makes your towels so toasty when you get out of the bath. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to use this tub quite yet. I'm still recovering from my foot injury. But I do love the way it looks, and I hope to use this again in the near future. And this is a view from our bathroom. It's really not a huge bathroom, but it's very long. We have lots and lots of cabinets in there. On the left side, my husband has his own private set of cabinets and his sink, and then on the right side, I have mine. You can see all the hooks we have for hanging towels and bathrobes. And you can see all the nice cabinets that go down below the sink area in the center. And that's where we have things that we actually share, and then our own his and her cabinets. I love the vintage faucets that we pick from Kensington Brass. And in our toilet area, I haven't really done a whole lot in there. I did hang this print that I picked up at TJ Maxx during my spring haul this year. And I love the way that looks. I did use some rub and buff on that. And then here's a view of our shower with the marble tile octagons in the bottom and in the insert. This is a heavy glass door. We do have a therapeutic jets, sets of 3 of them on the wall in there, and then a really large rain shower on the ceiling. My husband loves the shower. He uses it a lot more than I do. I haven't been in it because of safety reasons since I fractured my foot, but hopefully in the near future I can go in there. And then here is our vintage hooks that a family member sent us for a housewarming gift. Here I hang my towels, or I'll hang my clothes up on there. One more view of the little tub area with the new curtains. And look, I think that looks so sweet. And then I started to work on my planting. Here I picked out some seeds, and they have that little fold out countertop protector that I purchased through Amazon. I'll link that one also down below. And this is a chart where I can write down where I put each of the seeds. Now my husband did pick this up at Walmart, and he got it on clearance for $10. So it's got a little self-watering unit on the bottom, and I thought I would try this out this year. It's got that lid on the top, and I'll show you in my next video, but my seeds have already sprouted. So I was really happy about that. So the first thing I did was just water all the soil down really good. And these little soil pieces just blow up. Got to get it nice and wet with some warm water. So I soaked it down probably 2 or 3 times, and as you can see, the soil is growing. So you got to get in there and kind of break it up. And then I just grabbed a little spatula and used the bottom to poke holes for the seeds. You can use your finger or any kind of gadget you have to press down. But there's 72 different areas there where you can plant seeds. And I also ended up getting a second one this past weekend because I liked it so well. So just go in there and just poke that quickly. Goes pretty fast. Now I did purchase a lot of my non-GMO organic heirloom seeds through Amazon last summer, so I had quite an assortment for this year. I did end up buying a few more. I went to the nurseries, I went to Lowe's, I went to Home Depot, and the cost of the small plants already grown were so expensive. The average one was $6, and so I'm so glad that I purchased seeds this year and last year because it was so much cheaper to do that. Alright, so here are my holes. So I'm just going to go in and put 2 to 3 seeds in each hole, and I'm starting out with some zucchini squash. I noticed I had a bruise on my arm. I'm not sure how I got that, but it happens. So I am in physical therapy this week, and I'm trying to work on strengthening my foot, my legs, and using my arms since I have such bad muscle atrophy all over my body. So it has been a good thing to actually get out and move a little bit. It's such a blessing. I feel so blessed to kind of be almost back to myself, but I still have a couple months of therapy to go, but it is nice to be independent again. So now I'm going to put in some Roma tomatoes. These were the tiniest seeds to work with. Then I have some different peppers, and I'm super excited to have these multiple colored peppers this year. I haven't grown peppers before, so I'm hoping that I am successful. So one of the things I'm going to do is, once I get them transplanted in the garden area outside, I want to make sure that I put compatible plants growing together, and then have specific flowers growing also in those gardens to make sure that I'm able to keep away the different pests that are attracted to those particular plants. So I'm working on doing my research on that. Then I'm planting cucumbers. I am doing 2 rows of cucumbers. I'm really hoping to get a lot of cucumbers this summer and able to can and make pickles. And now for my second row of cucumbers. My husband actually doesn't like eating cucumbers, which I don't quite understand. I love them fresh in salads, but he will eat pickles. He absolutely loves pickles. And so I will get him to eat these once they're canned. So in my second planter, I ended up putting some watermelons, some more tomatoes, those yellow tomatoes, green beans. I think I have okra and cantaloupe. So I have a pretty large assortment of different vegetables. Here I'm just taking my finger and lightly covering up the holes. You want the soil to be loose with a loose cover on the top. You don't want them packed too tightly. And honestly, it only took about 3 days before these seeds started to sprout. And I'm just adding a little more dirt in to make sure everything's covered well. So we just had 4 of our custom raised garden beds brought over here this morning. We hired a guy to build these. They're 32 inches long. I am going to stain the outside with some Australian timber oil honey in the same colors that we stained our house beams, our porch beams around the house. We are going to get some gravel here at the bottom and level this out. There's going to be a fence around the whole garden area. And one thing that we have these natural cactus everywhere. So when it rains on Tuesday, we're going to take all these out and transplant them in different parts of our yard. As you can see back here, we have all this hill area. We have a big area that's next to the pool that we're going to be planting some of these natural cactus also. But you can see we have a ton of them. Over in this area, you can see some logs, but we're actually going to put the chicken coop there, so it does or it will get some shade during the day. So the chicken coop will be there, and there'll be a run coming across with a little bridge right here where the drainage is. We're gonna put a little bridge, and the chickens will be able to run around in the garden also. But the guy who built all these, he's gonna also do some tiered beds for us. So this is gonna be just a nice, big, huge garden area. We plan on actually building our own fence and using some wire and some wood with wooden gate and everything. At least 6 feet tall, the fence. But we're super excited to get started on the first 4, and then in a couple weeks we'll have 4 more delivered and some other beds. But we plan on planting quite a few things out here. This area, my husband eventually is going to get it all cleaned up, and we're just going to plant wildflowers all out in this area. So we're super excited to get this project done. And this weekend, hopefully I can get to the staining of these raised beds and we can get them planted. Here's another view right here behind where these logs are. From this side, you can see this area where we're going to put the chicken coop right in here. And then you can see the garden area that's going to be going back behind the trees. Hope to get some beautiful flowers planted in the back there also. So this area on the side of our house is our dog yard. We do have several poodles. We love them tremendously. There's a door that goes into the house here, into their room. We are planning to take this grass out eventually. We're going to use pet turf in here. And the reason why is they track so much grass into the house, and it's just an everyday affair. And we don't want to spend, you know, the next 10, 15 years just cleaning that grass everywhere. So we are going to get a certified pet turf put down here. Kind of wish we would have done it when we moved in, but we didn't realize how much of a problem it was going to be with the grass coming in constantly. So that's another project. So this area right here behind our swimming pool, you can see these white flags where we have it marked off. We're going to be having the concrete pad poured hopefully next week. We ran into some difficulty with the company that we had originally hired, and actually they were scammers and stole some money from us, unfortunately. But we have another company, and we have a plumber coming. Actually, I think the plumber came this week, so we're waiting on the quote. But right in this area where these flags are marked, we're going to be pouring an 18 by 22 slab, and that's where my she shed is going to be. And we do have a friend that's going to help my husband build the she shed, and we're going to be working on finishing out and being the contractors to actually finish the inside of the she shed out. Over here, this pad will be poured, and we're thinking it might get done next week. It's just a matter of coordinating the plumber with the cement guy, but this is going to be a 40 by 40 pad. We do have to have some dirt work done, and they're going to come in and do that. So this is the pad where my husband's shop is going to be. We got to get rid of all this dirt right here. And then that's that famous fence over there on the side where I broke my foot. Here's our view of our pool and our spa. And in a couple weeks we'll get this whole back porch cleaned up, and that will be a complete separate video on cleaning and decorating that back porch. We do have motorized screens that come down, which is so nice. It's been wonderful having those and being able to eat out there and hang out there when it's cool with no worry of bugs getting in. That pad back there, that's another project. That one's probably not going to happen for a while. It's where our outdoor kitchen is supposed to be, on that pad, but we're more concerned with getting the garden in and the shop and the she shed in first before we do the outdoor kitchen. This is another small garden bed that I have planted that's just on the patio. I have onions in here, lettuce growing, and some radishes, and it's taken off pretty good. Over here I have already started my herb garden. I've got dill, cilantro, parsley, and basil. I've got a few more to plant this week. This is a DIY that I started. I just took the vase It originally looked like this smaller one, and I used a linen spray paint on it, put a little bit of spackle paste on it, mixed up some baking soda with the paints, and all I did was take a paper towel and dab the different paint on it. It was so simple, so quick, and this is how I styled it in one of our cabinets in our bookshelf in the living room. I think it turned out pretty good. And then the smaller one I took outside. I wanted a different look to this one. I used the white linen paint on top of it, and then I sprayed a textured paint on the top. Wanted to give it a gray concrete look. Let that dry overnight, and this is how I styled it in my master bedroom. I just love the textured look of it. All right, this wraps it up for my video. I wanted to show you some of my bulbs that have bloomed. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and have a very, very blessed week.